Okay, I'm back. This is part 2 for the P-Bandai exclusive Woundwort and Dandelion 2 set for the mobile Ensemble EX04 series. This is part 2. Part 1 basically showed the Woundwort raw form, and this second part will be mostly focusing on the Dandelion 2 unit and the combined form of with the Dandelion and the Woundwort as well. Now, for me, this was the main reason that I technically bought this. Despite not being the biggest fan of AOZ stuff, I am a big sucker and fan for like mini versions of mobile armor figurines. So that's why if you I haven't actually made any Converge reviews regarding mobile armors, but if you see my room, I have a good amount of mobile armor Gundam Converges. Actually, I've been collecting them for some time, and I'm really eager to make reviews out of them. I'm just waiting for the exact perfect moment to make a review out of them. So anyway, basically this thing got me into buying this, and I'm pretty sure some people are wondering how big this thing is. Now here is a typical high grade kit. Now height, I'm not gonna mention the height, but as you can see, it's basically at least longer than a typical high grade is. So you can see how the bulk this thing has. So once again, these are collectible figurine stuff, so you won't be like playing around with this. There's not much articulation. Here's a picture of the actual Woundwort, not the Woundwort, but the Dandelion 2 mobile armor mode. Now, I assume the mobile suit mode is basically a combined version of this, and the combined version itself can transform into something like this. But this, in this case, that's not really the situation. So you can see the Woundwort is still here. It's not actually inside. At least, I was wondering if they were going to give a really good stand, because one thing I really hate about most ensembles, or at least for the Woundwort, is that this stand is not the best stand. Normally, when you buy get a Woundwort, they do give you this clear stand, but with only 2 of these legs, so you're pretty much going to always have like balance issues with this. But at least this thing gave 4 legs, so I'm really happy with that. Once again, this is a clear piece stand, and the way how this works is that you're gonna have to take this apart in a way, and then you have to combine the inside with this block and use all the stuff that you just saw in the first video, like that round canister, oil, fuel tank sort of thing, oil or fuel canister. So yeah, one thing I would like to mention is that this is not actually 100% accurate, because you can see these hands or claw things are those are actually claws, but if you saw the picture I just showed you guys, these claws, the end tip or like the fingers or the claws has to be actually red. And yeah, you can see it's a really simplified version, but this is the best we're probably gonna get, because number one, the Woundwort HGUC is actually P-Bandai, and I did not order that, so you don't really need to ask me. Number 2, I highly doubt they would make P-Bandai add-ons for the P-Bandai kit. Or add-ons for a P-Bandai kit. That would be kind of interesting, but I highly doubt they would go that far. Because AOZ stuff, you think that it's like the super duper hype, awesome, everybody loves it sort of thing, but in reality, or at least in Japan and Korea, that's not really the case. A lot of people pretty much say, what the fuck is that? Whenever they see an AOZ stuff. So yeah, or some people actually ignores the AOZ stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the truth in Japan and here. So yeah. Okay, so once again, I'm not gonna show you guys the process because it's gonna take a long time, but I will be right back with this combined version. So please stay tuned. Okay, I'm back with the entirely combined form. Now, before I actually get into like explaining or talking, here is the actual picture or the original art style regarding this form. Now, as you can see, there are some little bit differences or slight differences regarding detail, but I say for what this is, being a most ensemble small figure, I say they did a pretty good job. Now, because I believe Ensemble or Converge, they don't actually have a specific scale to them, so that's why they're pretty much limited in terms of size and articulation for this one, for instance. But I really do overall love the connection, what's going on here. So I'm going to put away the stand as usual. Number 1, I really love how there's like a whole gigantic fuel canister ball in the middle inside there that's actually being held by 1, 2, 3 pegs. Technically 4 if you count the one that's on the action base. And you know, there's not many actual small figurines that can actually combine with each other like this. In this case, the Woundwort is just pretty much plugged in inside a small piece, like the same peg as like the action base. So yeah, there's only one connection, but really one firm connection. One thing, once again, last night on Facebook, I didn't read the manual properly, so I was actually having trouble connecting the weapons and shield onto the arms, but now I found out why I was having trouble, and now it's not awkward at all. Once again, this thing isn't as big as you think. Now here as a HG kit, a typical HG kit, you can see it's not as big, but you can see the bulk is definitely much more bulkier. So yeah, so unless you're like a really small figurine collector like me, you're not gonna be like too into this product. But for me, the moment I saw this got announced, I was like, someday I'm gonna get that no matter what. So yeah, and I'm really at this point I'm really hoping for more mobile armor ensemble figures to come out. I believe I think the next EX series of this was either the one, that mobile suit from Victory Gundam, or it's either that or it's the Gundam Double X was the G Falcon unit, and the one after that is the Sazabi, and it's not confirmed yet, but it might come with another Rigazi with the back weapon system together, but it's not actually confirmed yet, so I still need to wait for more info on that. But hopefully I will have other means to get those as well. Yeah. The only thing at this point, you don't actually put everything on this form, because there are some leftover pieces which I did forget to mention. Now once again, you won't be using stuff like these other extra binders and such. The back piece, you actually have two back pieces. One is for the normal Woundwort, the other is the one I'm currently using, which is also for the Woundwort Raw. You have all these stuff going on. The claws, for example, that were on the hands, you don't actually use the claws anymore. You have some leftover pieces. That this one, that's actually for the Woundwort itself, so it will allow you to make it stand. But this time I thought it was unnecessary, so I didn't actually use it. And Woundwort doesn't actually have feet, so you don't actually use these feet connectors. So yeah, unless you're a really mostly ensemble serious collector or a small figurine collector nut, this is not like for you. This is like really meant for specific people as well. It's not like it's not meant for like everybody who loves Gundam. This is like for those really hardcore fans. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was like a part 2 review. Starting on the next review, I will promise that it will be a figurine, not figurine, it will be a Gunpla kit, which I actually do have one ready right away, so please stay tuned. If I have enough time and energy, I will upload one tomorrow right away. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the P-Bandai exclusive Mobile Suit Ensemble EX04, the Woundwort and Dandelion II set. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.